What's up, team? Coach Mateo here from Our Strength, and today I'm going to tell you all about why you should train a muscle at least twice per week if you really want that bad boy to grow. I'm going to teach you about how muscle actually grows, and I'm going to give you some practical recommendations to take away if you really want to see any part of your body grow, what you should actually do with it. Okay, let's jump into things here. If you're brand new to the channel, my name is Mateo, like I said, and I dedicated this whole channel to helping guys look and feel awesome shirtless by mastering the skills of training for muscle growth and dieting for fat loss. So if you like those kind of things, like the video, subscribe, and hey, if you have any questions along the way, leave some comments, man. Here we go. How do people get friggin' jacked? Well, it's pretty simple. At any given moment, you are building muscle. That is called synthetic rate. Fractional synthetic rate. You want to be building muscle at any given time. Well, guess what? You are. It's just whether that's a very small amount or a large amount. Okay. At the same time, you're losing muscle all the fucking time. There's a rate that's going on where your muscle is just breaking down and you're losing it all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your breakdown rates, they're pretty constant. They're relatively stable, except maybe in periods of extreme dieting or something like that. They basically are super stable. However, the synthesis rates, how much you're gaining at any given time, that can go way up, like an order of magnitude. Yeah. And here's the cool thing. Training, as we know, stimulates muscle growth. And that rate, once you've trained, that rate is way increased for 24, 36, maybe even, somewhere in there, 24, 36, maybe 48 hours. So you're building way more muscle at any given moment for the next 2.5, maybe, 2 days, something like that. And then that rate comes back down and returns kind of baseline around 3 days later. All right. So at any given moment, there's this competition going on between breakdown and synthesis. You can imagine it as like, let's say there's a tribe of people and that tribe is collecting resources and trying to get food so they can survive through the winter, and they're trying to multiply their people so that they can survive for longer and do better. And at the same time, people are always dying. People are getting old. There's flus going on. There's just like fucking dinosaurs coming and eating people. So the population at any given moment is declining. That is without question. People are dying all the fucking time. However, there are also people being born and brought into this world. The question of whether or not that civilization is expanding and there are people, the civilization is flourishing, is whether or not the growth outpaces the breakdown or the death rate for a long enough period of time. And that's how people get jacked. Their synthesis rates just outpace their breakdown rates for longer and longer periods of time. And then before you know it, you look and you're like, holy fuck, this person's jacked. Or, wow, look at this village of 1 million people. So my theoretical question to you is, if we know that muscle protein synthesis, or the synthetic rate, is elevated for, let's say, 36-ish, 48 hours, I'll throw you a bone, after your workout, what is happening for the next 5 days of the week? Jeopardy music. Okay. No, what's really going on is breakdown for the next 5 days, and that synthetic rate is not elevated. So what can we do about this? Well, imagine there's a team of workers and you're the supervisor and you want those team of workers to continue building the house, laying the bricks. What would you do? You would prod them to continue working somewhat regularly. I had a guy ask me the other day if training his biceps 3 days a week was too much, if that was overtraining. Here's your answer. No. If you don't prod those workers frequently, they'll fall asleep when they're on the job and the house won't get built. And yeah, if you prod them every single day, well, it's probably just going to get annoying and there's probably not that much benefit. If you maybe prod them too much, maybe more than even once a day, they're probably going to protest and things are going to slow back down. So what we kind of want is that sweet spot of, hey, it's time to get to work. It's time to build some muscle every once in a while, but not every single day, but not never, because, that's where things get, lazy and shit doesn't get built. So we know basically damn near without a doubt that training a muscle twice a week is better than once a week Fucking no question about it. However, training 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week, 7 days a week on a muscle, we don't really know for sure that that's better. I would argue that theoretically, there are probably a lot of cases where that is a really good idea, especially for certain muscle groups that maybe could handle a little bit more volume than others. For example, I train my hamstrings twice a week, and I can fucking send them to the shadow realm with just 2 or 3 sets each day. Like more soreness than I can ever recover from, more stimulus than I'd ever fucking want with just 2 days a week. But my side delts, my shoulders, man, I can do lateral raises 3, 4, 5. I'm sure I could train my side delts 6 days a week if I really fucking wanted to. Do I need to? No. But we know that doing it twice a week is better than once a week, almost for sure. So if you really want a muscle to grow, quit training it once a week and get into the gym, poke that worker just a little bit more frequently, and I bet you will see more consistent growth. All right. So if you like that kind of thing, again, please hit that thumbs up. And like I said, I have a relatively small audience at this point, so you can do 2 things about that. Well, first of all, you can get free answers to your questions by asking them in the comments below, because I can answer almost every question right now. And secondly, you can subscribe to help the channel grow and see more videos just like this. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.